Hello, my name is Jasmine Davis, and today I will be sharing my answers for page 114 to page 117 of the Practical Critical Thinking book. All right, so number one, it asks, using neutral language, restate each argument using neutral language and keep the same meaning. Don't worry if it's a good argument or not, then state the value claims of each argument. A says, those disgusting, horrid video games cause an increase in the violent behavior of our young people. It is barbaric behavior that leads to murder and mayhem. I say we ban children under the age of 18 from buying or playing these wretched video games. So the argument is certain video games cause an increase in violent behavior of our young people. When young people engage in these video games, it leads to violent crimes. We should make a rule for children under the age of 18 to not be allowed to play games with violence. The value claim is when children under 18 play video games with violence in it, it leads to violent crimes. B, bootleg music CDs should be legal because the artists are greedy multimillionaires who rip off hardworking adults and kids who don't have a lot of spending money. Besides, it means pollution because there will be less CDs tossed in the dump. The argument is artists should allow people to make copies of the music CDs because there are adults and kids who cannot afford to buy CDs. The value claim is bootleg CDs are good. Number two, testing for ambiguity and vagueness. The directions read, decide if there is a problem in the following statements or headlines. If there is, then indicate whether the problem in each statement, headline, or ad is due to ambiguity or being vague, and then identify the problem word or phrase. So for A majority of 270 electoral votes is required to elect the President of the United States of America. I put no problem, and I put it's vague. And the problem word is majority. B, everyone in Congress is rich. I put problem and vague. And the problem words are rich and everyone. C, headline, USPS posts $5 billion loss. $5 billion loss. I put it's no problem. D, headline, lack of brains hinder research. I put problem and ambiguity, and the problem phrase is lack of brains. E, ad, dog for sale, eats anything and is especially fond of children. I put problem and ambiguity. The problem phrase is eats anything. And F, I think that Maria spends an excessive amount of time texting her friends. I put problem and vague, and the problem word is excessive. 3, headlines. The directions read, provide 2 alternate meanings for each headline. Then choose the one that you think is the most probable and explain. A, lawyers back despite use of bug spray. So the 2 alternate meanings, the first one is what the lawyers back looked like after bug bites or after the bugs bit the back. And then the second alternative meaning is the lawyers came back. My choice that I think makes most sense, is more probable, is the second choice, which is because of the context of the description, lawyers returned to the prosecutor's office. This tells me the back in this context means return, not a body part. B, Thailand police seize 14 elephants with fake IDs. The first alternate meaning is police stop elephants, like the animals, elephants with fake IDs. And the second one is police caught 14 people with fake IDs. The alternate meaning that makes the most sense to me is the second one because elephants would not have fake IDs. Also, the description talks about busting a gang. So this tells me that, elephants are people. For number 4, the instructions read, name the doublespeak. Indicate whether the italicized word or words or phrase is an example of euphemism, jargon, or inflated language. A, teachers are classroom facilitators. I put inflated language. B, in every war there is considerable collateral damage. I put euphemism. C, my mom went to the powder room. I put euphemism. D, all systems are go. We have liftoff. I put inflated language. E, Sam, what did the officer mean when she radioed taking a code 7? I put jargon. And F, customer said, where will I find emergency exit lights? The clerk said, oh, flashlights are on aisle 7. And I put euphemism. All right, so that's going to be it to complete this part of my assignment. Thank you.